We got the owlbear back.
Hurts. Look. Cut.
As the wound closes, the cub begins testing his weight on the leg.
Good. No hurt. Teeth. Claws. Bigger. Strong. Fight. Win. Kill. No. Strong. Show you.
Cute. Till it grows up and gnaws your arm off at least.
Yeah, absolutely smashed it. Owlbear cub. Shame his lines haven't been bummed. And that's how you choose that. So now we need to go get the ore, and we also need to pick up that last tab. Well, I don't know if that's the last tablet or mold. Right, down Thadeus is carrying a lot of stuff. Karlak needs to take some of this weight. When we come to a trader, I'll just go into that's the word I'm looking for. Go into the camp inventory and take all of that. Right, so if I'm correct, we need some of that rock down there. Oh, we love it when the game actually auto-saves. That's taken a lot of stress off of my back. Oh, that's it.
Like this. Longer like this.
the spot. I'll feel that one later.
And Thadeus destroys a rock with a stick. Right, let's see, that was a look through fire. Met that, brother. Go back ahead and we'll deal with the Guardian.
This must be the forge. What a feat of engineering it is.
Let's see. Do we each have to stand on a... Oh, there's a big lever there.
Won't budge. Perfect fit.
So, I thought that would be that, but apparently... Happy days. That is a big boy.
Pride of the gate. Still in control. Just.
Quite exhausted. A good night's sleep would do me wonders.
Need something? Lead on.
Well, book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. Beneath the allure, you feel the faintest echo of torment. There is great power in this book, but also great suffering. The book's pull is irresistible. You feel changed, bettered for having opened it. Suddenly you are capable of anything. Felling mountains, darkening suns, conversing with the dead. So much promised. But what is sought in return? Glyphs shift gently before your eyes. Words slip into your mind, onto your lips, forming words you don't understand. And something is trying to reply. The glyphs swarm impatiently. The book wants you to turn the page, to delve deeper. It's hungry. The world around you is gone. You can only see those glyphs, only hear those voices. You feel claws moving in the shadows. They pull at you, dragging you closer. The glyphs scream, branding your mind with strange runes. You see time rewritten, fate undone, your future thrumming with power. You struggle to cling to scraps of what you know. Powerful necromancy, you're sure. But it darts away, leaving only hell's screams. The book snaps closed. You've seen too much. What profane knowledge is now seared inside of you, you should never have known.
I used to be agog at everything when I first walked in the sun. Perhaps I'm adjusting to this new life.
It's when you use words like agog that I remember you're actually 2 centuries old.
And it's when you think agog is an impressive word that I remember you're just a child.
This darkness, it hurts. You must feel it too.
Are you the true soul? I'll take that as a yes. Listen up. Grab a torch, stay out of the dark, and move fast. The shadows have eyes.
Hey, boy.
Come on, you. Jump up. The guy will just stand here and watch.
You see that blighter go? Swallowed whole by the shadow curse. Bet it was pure tasty. You're the true soul we're taking to Moonrise, I'm guessing. Right you are. Go through and talk to Cansif. He's been waiting. Wait, you're joking, yeah? Well, we're ready to go. You just need to tell Cansif inside. So you want me to... I mean, I'll just go and, No.
He sent an animal out into the shadows, so I made him go.
Good.
True soul. An honor. Did you bring the lyre? We were told to expect a true soul. That Night Warden Minthara would send someone with her lyre to summon a guide through the darkness. I admit, I'm surprised the true soul does not know this.
Wow.
Where are you headed, exactly?
This last bit gives me James Bond vibes. It's the wow.
I fear neither of us are traveling there.
It just chimes up.
The darkness here is murderous. The
Ooh.
only safe way through is with a guide.
Roll a spliff
Of
for when I
course.
finish work?
You
So
are free to
my
take
son
your
can come here back
chances
and
if
smoke.
you wish.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What time
But
is
I
it?
will be
I'll
waiting
finish
here
at
for the
6,
Night
but obviously I've
Warden's
got to go
lyre.
shop to get cheese and some other bits. So I'll just be running
As the
Tesco's after
Absolute
work.
wills. We'll wait.
Ain't like we got much choice, is it?
Who has...
We are ready when you are, true soul. You need a... Then pluck a tube, and our guide will come scuttling.
Their god and their guide together, watching gods. There is no boot big enough.
Greetings, in the Absolute's name. You have been charged with guiding us.
Snoopy can have this box.
Flesh.
He's already smelling it.
And you, what are you?
More faithful of the Absolute. They need a guide to the dark, same as us.
Your minds connect, and you hear a whispered voice. The Absolute. Or just
The shadows.
You heard him?
Incredible. A light that chases away even the deepest shadows.
the lantern flickers ever so briefly, and you hear a slight twitter. Or perhaps it's simply your imagination.
You. Don't move a god's damn muscle. Talk. Why in the hells would a cultist turn on his kind?
The pin the woman wears is familiar to you. She belongs to the Harpers, a covert organization dedicated to freedom and balance.
You must rest. Come. I will take you to Last Light. An inn, at first glance, but also a safe haven, free from the curse's tendrils. Or so it's been promised. Stay close, and be wary of the shadows. I'll mark your map.
Might find allies here, or at least supplies.
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons.
Easy! He helped us out in the shadows.
Come. Jahira!
They'll last long enough. Magic incarnate.
This is why we're here, you see. It is a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know... it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul.
Stand down! Or we'll put you down!
I'm not interested in the Absolute's manipulations.
Harpers, cut this true soul down! Stop! What are you doing? He's the one who saved us!
He's the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either. Saved one of my friends from a druid with a snake. Knows when to be discreet too. I pretty much trust him with my life.
A true soul with a mind of his own? How is that possible? What in the hells is that thing? Congratulations. You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand what that artifact is. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here? Then you found an ally in me. For that is precisely why I am here. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for. Please, be welcome. Have a drink. To your very good health.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jahira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. Indulge me. You will be refreshed, and I will be reassured. Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? And you're certain you will continue to resist? Good. I will take your word for it. And hold you to it, too. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. General Gadrick Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketherick Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. And the wit to know when it will not avail you, I think. We must try another way. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketherick is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketherick's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
time's over, pet.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out. Will, your playmate's wasting precious time. Let's see about getting his priorities fixed. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact. Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
A doubtful Will catches his breath, but says nothing, and your connection fades.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash? Incredible. You actually think you hold the winning hand? Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul-bearer's fulfillment of related obligation. Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
This dark land must be filled with the broken, the beaten, the desperate. And for a devil who offers a way out for those who sign on the dotted line. I hope we end up seeing our friend Raphael down here somewhere. Precisely. Exactly. When I was taken to his house, I was caught off guard. But now I know what to ask for. You will help me find him, won't you? Perfect! I knew you would understand.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow.
Mizora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue.
Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole.
Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it, but I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. I can already feel her scheming. She won't let me go without a fuss. Trust me on this. Not a one. All that... And I made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front lines of the Blood War. And it means everything to me. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here, and getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress. took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing, saving those people in the grove. Not everyone would have helped.
The hurt runs deeper than she's willing to show you.
The voice of the Absolute. Stronger this time. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. I'm afraid this burden is one I have to carry alone. I just hope my powers last long enough to see this through. In any case, the Absolute knows you carry me with you now. It wants to retrieve me. I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me, its desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental. But we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. And you mine. Not many comprehend the task of steadfast faith. All things in her strength. That's how the old litany goes, after all. Our Lady has granted me the ability to protect these people. It isn't a permanent fix, but it's what we've got. Speaking of, you must be here for the protection spell, yes?
The blessing falls uneasily over your tainted body. You can't help but dream. To kill her would destroy all of Last Light. You yearn for it so deeply.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. It won't be enough to protect you against the areas of utter darkness, though, where the curse is strongest. This lantern should, though. With Mistress' sage guidance and Our Lady's protection, I'd say you have a better chance than most. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.